Good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday, which means this is the Geek-Posium. My name is Darren Silvers, owner-operator of HentaiCake.com, and your friendly neighborhood smut peddler.
And I'm Shep, of Winning the War in Pants.
And
My building is not on fire this week.
Yet.
It's been a fucking week.
It has been a week.
Let's see, what has happened since last week?
Not a lot in the entertainment news, but the PlayStation Plus specialty way of playing games is finally out.
Okay.
And if you, like me, have a PlayStation Plus subscription already and you do it yearly, like I did, it'll say, do you want to upgrade? And it'll give you a price point as to when and how to upgrade. And it was only like $10 for me, and I have like 3-4 months left in my thing. I was like, sure, I'll do the maximum one. Will let you download PS4 games and PS4 games and PS3 and PS2 games that are on the catalog for the PS4.
Okay.
And I've had my chance to play with it. And most of the PS3 games are unfortunately stream only, which is annoying.
That's hell of annoying.
It's a drawback from the PlayStation Now thing they did forever ago, and that was also terrible. No one really played that. No one really liked that. Unless you had really good internet, it wasn't worth it.
You gotta have good internet for that.
Yeah. So that is the highest tier, though, for them. If you want to play those games, you gotta go to the highest tier. If you want the next tier up, you can play all your PS4 games. We got a lot of fun games to play, including Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Ghost of Tsushima, which is just Assassin's Creed Japan. Like, this is how an Assassin's Creed game should be played. It's a lot of fun. It's really fast. You can also sneak around. People are dying of poison. It's gritty. It's gory. At the same time, there's like moral implications. It's a lot of fun. The Ghost of Tsushima. I finally got a chance to actually sit down and play it, the real game. Because when PlayStation Plus, like, you get Ghost of Tsushima for free this month, I'm like, oh sweet, and I put it on. Like, it's just a multiplayer game. What the fuck is this? This is not the game. But now you can actually play the storyline. It gives you the expansion islands too, I think, because
nice.
I'm not sure if that was free because of the developers or free because of PlayStation, but it was still a lot of fun. So my general suggestion to people is, if you like old school PS2 games, I guess you can get the highest one, but I wouldn't even bother. Unless there's something there that really catches your eye, I wouldn't bother. There's nothing there in the PS2 catalog that really makes you want to grab that extra tier. Okay. I would go with the regular tier that gives you the PS4 games for free.
I actually just went ahead and got the premium tier because I didn't have a PS2 growing up. So
okay, well, you can play all the Jack and Daxter games and the a couple of the RPGs that were out on PS2. A few other things there. Like that's what I'm opening up with. It's just me, you know.
Continuing to shell a company we hate.
You do not yell at people when they do good. This was a good overall business decision, because this does let you play PS4 games on your computer, which is nice. I don't really understand it. Like it was like there's whole step-by-step instructions. This is kind of annoying. I'm not going to bother, because even if I did, my PlayStation is just a better choice to just play with anyway. And the computer and PlayStation, they're in the same room. There's no point.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Oh, and is it time to talk about the Flash?
Yes.
All right. So
the Ezra Miller is gone after this movie.
Ezra Miller might be gone. End statement. There has been a few rumors in the rumor mill that a few people are talking about just reshooting the Flash with someone else.
They should reshoot the Flash with someone else. This dude, how the hell wasn't this guy dumped before now?
There's lots of things I could say about that, but all of them would get me canceled. And I am not as popular as Steven Crowder or have a lawyer to fight YouTube for hours on end about, that agenda.
Well, that agenda could fucking suck it.
Yeah,
you know what I found out most about this the other day? Didn't see it from anywhere. Didn't see it anywhere until I was just driving down the road and I just popped on Clownfish TV.
What part?
So the 12-year-old he fucking groomed
Yep.
was from the fucking res.
Yep.
No one's fucking talking about this.
I am. I have. I've said repeatedly. This is a Sioux Nation.
I've heard no one say that.
Yep.
I was like, people
this-
say that they give a shit about Native American issues, especially when they want to change the name of fucking baseball and football teams.
Listen.
But when they're confronted with like real fucking issues, they don't give a shit.
Listen, this is something you understand about white people. They don't care about your children and whether or not they're being raped, but they care a lot about whether or not you say the right words or not.
Fuck white people.
Yeah, that's a general response with white people is
fuck
these
guilty white people.
I can't
I don't need your fucking help.
I can't have Chief Wahoo, but we can let this guy bang a 12-year-old for like 6+ years.
Say that
allegedly.
Yeah, I say fuck white people as I have pasty white skin, but fuck you.
This is well-to-do liberal women.
I'm damn glad that some of my ancestors were passing enough that they didn't have to go on a res.
Yeah. So the ongoing.
I was just shaking the entire drive back.
The entire. Let's go through the timeline here. First of all, Ezra Miller, of course, being sued in civil court over a child. I don't know. They're trans or non-gender. I don't even know. There's something. They're a female.
They were groomed to be something.
They are groomed to be something. They are a female woman, a female who was groomed to be doing this thing. Ezra Miller became friends with her when she was 12 years old, brought her internationally to see the Harry Potter stuff, stayed in contact, and now the parents don't know where she is, what's wrong with her, what's going on, and they are asking the court to intercede, and the courts are, of course, went, okay, no problem. Let's start serving Ezra Miller,
which is a fucking surprise for courts.
Family court is different than regular court. I think.
I'm saying usually courts fuck over Native families. Oh. That's one of the things I've always known.
Okay,
but it's becoming more apparent as I go through law school.
There you go. But so that's an ongoing thing. Now you have from there, they've been trying to serve Ezra Miller his papers. They don't know where he is. They can't find him.
Oh, so surprise.
Mm-hmm. Now, while all of this is going on, there's ongoing, continuing pressure from Warner and their issues because, hey, the new CEO is like, we need to make money. Stop wasting money on stupid crap. Like, he's like, listen, I'm going to start firing you if you don't start giving me money. Yeah. If you don't make me money, project's dead.
And they were originally going to try to use the Flash to kind of reboot the DC universe, and
yeah, it was a whole Flashpoint thing.
Nice job picking the face of the franchise, Warner.
Well, like I said, they can still release this movie. I think this movie's been done for a while now. Yeah, and they've just been holding it because of COVID. They don't want to have it flop. And I'm just like, just release it on HBO Max. Just do it. Just do it.
At this point, you're going to lose money. Either reshoot it with someone else or put it on HBO Max.
That's your best bet, honestly. One of those two. I mean, I watched the Mortal Kombat movie on HBO Max when it came out. It was a good movie. I think I watched it twice.
That missed me, but it's on my list.
Would highly suggest if you've got Max, play.
Because when it came out, I was just like, oh, it's a Mortal Kombat movie. It's going to be shit. And then I was like, no, it's actually really good.
It was like watching it in old school like kung fu movie. I was like, this is good. This is good. This is what I wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie.
I was a little tentative about it because Johnny Cage doesn't show up until the end.
Yeah.
But then like I was told Johnny Cage isn't in it, and then someone actually went, it's like, no, they're setting up Johnny Cage to show up. It's gonna be the Johnny Cage show next movie if they do another one. It's like, yeah.
I think it's kind of like
my Hollywood actor.
I think it's kind of like how Mortal Kombat had no Johnny Cage for a while, and then after like 4 or 5 or 6-ish, it just became the Johnny Cage show.
Yeah.
Like if you play the new Mortal Kombat, it's just the Johnny Cage show throughout most of it. It's like, hey, aha, hoo.
That's one of the great things about Mortal Kombat is you have gods literally just throwing down.
And then
but
you
keeping
got
up with them, you have this guy from fucking Hollywood.
like, hey, I love me. It's like, all right.
It's such a ridiculous universe that they'll put out DLC to tie into films, but it fits. There's no breaking of the suspension of
Multiverse.
disbelief because it's so fucking crazy.
Yep.
Of course Rambo's gonna show up and take everybody on.
Of course, the Terminator can come back from the future,
Yes.
and is going to side with the other cyborg machines.
Yes.
Makes perfect sense.
Welcome to Earthrealm, bitch.
Anyway, so Warner is of course going to be nixing the entire Justice League after this. Sorry, Amber Heard. I don't think Aquaman 2 is going to happen.
Yeah, it can't happen because it can't happen because their face of the franchise just fucking nuked the entire franchise by being. I can't say what I'm going to say.
Being a groomer, allegedly. But the absolute greatest part about all this is that Emma Watson is getting flack for this.
Oh yeah, because she called out J.K. Rowling and she refused to call out Ezra Miller.
Well, listen, if you go and decide you're going to be the moral arbiter of who's good and who's bad,
and then you have failings, expect stones to get tossed.
This is why I don't moral arborate, whatever. I'm not moral. Don't look at me. My general response is you do what you want. Don't involve me. If you involve me, I have an issue with you. Because then the answer to you is going to be probably no.
Yeah.
I don't care what the issue is. The answer is no. Should we go to war? No. Should we not go to war? No, go to war. Why? Because you involved me. The minute you involve me, the opposite of whatever you ask.
I think it was one of the Gregory McDonald detective novels. I forget whether it was Flynn or Fletch. I think it was Flynn.
I think it's Fletch.
No, Flynn's the spinoff, and I think it was the Flynn novel where Flynn was talking to his was bitching to his partner who didn't want to be his partner, his protege Grover. It's like the problem with people is they're just automatically hostile. If you walk to someone in the street randomly and ask them yes or no, most of them would say no.
Yep. That's kind of my entire thought process on most things. It's like my thought process is no, go to hell. Yeah. Anyway, so Ezra Miller, huge piece of crap. He honestly, the fact that he has to know this is going on. There must be someone who's close to him who's like, "Yo, dude, what the fuck you doing?"
Yeah, there's gotta be, but
he's hiding. No one can find him, and I'm just like, this is not good, man. This does not make you look good.
No. Eventually, if he keeps this up, and there's still eventually, because in the modern age, most courts after like a certain amount of time, if the fact that the sheriffs are looking for you to serve you, is out in the news long enough, they will consider you served.
Yeah,
because it's been publicized, and if you don't show up, you're in contempt of court, and they will fucking find you.
You had better be somewhere in like a Buddhist temple somewhere with zero internet.
Yeah. Even then, you had a chance. The internet's everywhere. You're served.
Yeah.
The only way for them to not find you is to be in fucking Mexico or something. And even then,
internet.
Talked about not just the internet, but Dog the Bounty Hunter dragged someone back from Mexico.
I forgot he still exists. I forgot he still exists.
Anyways,
what's next?
Do we want It's all video game news after
No,
this.
no, there should be some Elon Musk news about Twitter.
Oh, we don't have that, but let's talk about that now.
All right, so good news, great news. Elon Musk's bid for Twitter is still going on, and the Twitter board said yes, which means now it's time for the stockholders to say yes or no. And most stockholders, like myself, are going to say yes because
they're going to say yes.
we like money, and the economy's in the shitter, so I like money.
And it's at least a $15. It's at least a $15 premium over
what you paid for.
Yeah.
And if you have over 50, yes, please.
Yeah.
So go for it. Buying out. Now, this does not mean that the sale is finalized. Elon Musk is still going through the data that Twitter gave him to test for bot purposes. And if he finds nothing wrong, he just needs to get his final financial backing in place with banks. Should not be an issue.
Shouldn't be an issue.
Should not be an issue. Now, what I think is funny about this is that I think the week or two prior before this happened, he had a talking with a lot of with Twitter, which Project Veritas immediately
leaked.
It was like boop. I'm like, oh yeah, there was like, oh yeah, because I'm part of the stockholder thing. I understand that Elon Musk was having a talk with everyone on Twitter with the AMA today. I wonder if I'm going to get like records on that or something later in the week. Project Veritas on Twitter. Boop. Oh, okay. Click.
Okay.
And it was funny because a lot of people are like, hey, I like working remotely. I don't want to come in. And he's like, listen, I want people in the office. More or less, like if you were exceptional, we can accommodate you. But let's be honest here, listening to some of the Project Veritas videos from some of these Twitter employees, not a lot of them are exceptional.
Yeah. So 90% of what most people, like for office workers, 90% of what they do can be done remotely.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you should have them do it remotely, because apparently a lot of them are just sitting around not doing anything, collecting a paycheck.
Yes. Also, managing remote employees is also effing hard, and keeping them on task is also effing hard.
I understand that. I've worked remotely before, and there have been more than a couple times where I went, I'm going to play a game during my lunch break, and then I go, oh, the end of the day happened.
Oh, oops.
I didn't get any notifications or messages, so I guess I'm fine.
Yeah. The other problem is with everyone working remotely is it becomes really hard to collaborate.
Mm-hmm.
There's they keep on making tools to try to simulate a bunch of people in a meeting room with a whiteboard, but there is nothing like having that meeting with a whiteboard to sketch stuff out.
Are you hearing me, Zuckerberg? You and your Meta with your strange thing.
No, there's got to be interpersonal. You got to be in the same fucking room.
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work in VR. They have VR stuff to do it. It doesn't work in VR. It doesn't work on Teams. Although I think Teams is the best of these online collaboration tools right now. You got to be in the goddamn room.
It's the only way to really do it. And even with me, I tried to do a dry run with everyone for our panels online first, and then we'll go through it and I go, okay, no, let's do one in person. I go, but we did one online. I understand. I heard what you said. Let's do it in person one time, just dry run through, so everyone knows their stuff and we're not jumping on each other's heels and we're not out of order.
Yeah.
Like if you have a joke, improv it in, do it. That's fine. But like, let's make sure we have all of our information.
Yeah. That said, I'm a big fan of having you got to have enough office space for everybody to be in the building at the same time. But having people have days where they telework and then come in like two or 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
But there's got to be that one day where everyone's in the office that there can be collaboration.
Yes, and a Wednesday or Thursday is usually fine for that. because very few people are gonna take the day off early or whatever for vacation purposes.
Thursday's the worst day.
Is Thursday the worst day?
Thursday's the worst day because when people get to pick their own telework day,
Oh,
they never pick. They don't. When people get to pick their own telework day, they don't pick Thursday. Thursday is the worst traffic day.
Why?
And if you don't,
I always chose Thursday, and then I came in on Friday because I'm a dick.
If you want to have a if you don't mind, like if you're like suburb, like if you live in like the exurbs, Friday's the best day to come into the office. Because no traffic.
There's no one. There's no traffic. It's usually some kind of pizza or special food deal in the cafeteria.
Yeah. Or
like someone brought bagels. Something happens on Friday, so I'm always in the office on Friday.
The exception is if you're like south. If you're like in the DC area and you're near 95.
Well, 95 is always full.
Well, 95 will get effing nuts on Friday about 3 p.m. regardless of work traffic patterns in the summer because of beach traffic.
Yep. Now, let's hope that this goes through. I would love to see Elon Musk take over Twitter for several reasons. The biggest one being we might get some freedom. I might stop being shadow banned. It would be nice. I don't know which cosplay titty model I pissed off. I have an idea. I have a few ideas, and it's annoying because I'm like, is this because I didn't retweet your stupid thing? But there are some people who have more power than me because they show their boobs, and frankly, my boobs are hairy. No one wants to see them. All right, no one goes, you know what I would like? Good sweater boobs. Like to feel like I'm putting my face up against a nice piece of steel wool. No one wants that. No one wants that. All right. Video game news. What are we going to rant about first? Let's start with Dot Hack. That was recent.
Yeah, let's do Dot Hack.
And then KOTOR.
Well, I was gonna say Dot Hack and then Legend of Heroes because that's quick, and then KOTOR and then your rants.
I'm gonna rant through KOTOR as well, so let's do this.
Oh, KOTOR is fucking bullshit. Anyway, so Dot Hack, they're gonna do
no, they are hinting at a possible another game in the Dot Hack franchise. Those of you who have never played Dot Hack GU, the complete series is available on Switch, PS4, and I think Steam.
I have last recode for both PS4 and Steam. And last time I tried to play it on Steam, I played it on my old laptop, and my laptop wanted to fucking die.
Yeah, no, for an old game, it's surprisingly hardware intensive.
I'm gonna try to play it on my new Alienware. I say new, I've had it for 2 years now. My gaming laptop.
Yeah, try that out later. But but the original Dot Hack game came out on PS2 forever ago.
Yeah, I've got it on PS2.
It's
in my PS2 right now.
It was I want to say 4-game series.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
I think it was a trilogy. It was a trilogy.
It was a trilogy, and then it was 4 games. Okay.
And then GU was was a trilogy, and then they did Last Recode, which is kind of the 4th game of a trilogy.
Right. Okay. Anyway, so Dot Hack is about, in the very first game, is about 2 friends who play a VR game together, and then one of them gets caught into a coma forever because he got zapped by some virus thing. And you also got zapped by the same virus, but the virus gave you special powers.
Pretty much. You were given special powers, and there's the mythology of the game. There's these 3 goddesses. 2 of them are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You've been chosen by one to restore the game because the other one's trying to. I'm gonna be deleted. I'm just gonna destroy the game and take everybody with me.
Yep. And that was It was a action RPG. It was very weird to play, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, but okay, I can play this. This is fun.
Yeah, because I didn't have a PS2 growing up, as I said earlier. I didn't first play the original trilogy until a couple years ago. But I did I read the manga that was like the manga novelization.
The mangas are weird because they're
4X is the game plot.
Yes, because there's the in-game plot, there's the pre-game plot, there's the out-of-game plot,
the out-of-game plot,
and then there's the post-game plot, which makes me go, what?
Yeah, there's Legend of Twilight, which is the post-game plot. Except there's two different Legends of Twilights because the studio got a hold of the Legend of Twilight manga and said, "Oh, we can just do all fan service with this."
Yep.
And bastardized it.
Went to hell with it. And then in .hack GU, you're a player who one of his friends deleted your girlfriend or the girl you liked.
Something like that.
And you decided to become a Dark Avenger, the most emo of emos. And I was like, okay, this game is ridiculous. I can play this.
GU is even reading the prequel GU Plus, because I've never played GU except trying to play GU. It's edgy as shit.
It's super edgy. You end up becoming the avatar for Skeeth, which was the first boss you fight in the original .hack game. So you have the powers of Skeeth, and then when you take on the other avatar of the various other things, there's this. You're no longer playing your action RPG game. You're playing this shooter dodge game. Like, okay, this is cool. This is fun.
Okay.
It's interesting and it's fun to play. You play through, go, this storyline is a lot better than the other storyline. End statement. It's out of control. End statement.
I actually like the original storyline a little bit more because it's mostly because I like the lore of aura and all that shit.
See
my intro to the series though was not the games. It was not Legend of Twilight. It was Sign.
Oh, Signs with Tsubasa, who makes a cameo in GU.
Oh boy.
When I'm just like, okay, I don't like this guy because he keeps staring at me like I've done something wrong. So that's an ongoing thing.
They also did like 7 years ago now. They had a mobile game that was mostly canon, but it crossed over with SAO.
Yeah, SAO keeps crossing over with all the various video game animes.
All the video game isekais.
Yeah, and they also have a crossover with Excel World. Apparently, SAO is the prequel to Excel World. There is some underground forums who believe that the Excel World game was made by Kirito.
Oh boy.
Which is why it can only be accessed by younger people.
Okay.
Because only they would be able to fully appreciate the ability to accelerate your mind and be able to do multiple things at once.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Excel World because it's about a fat guy who gets the hottest girl in school. There you go.
.hack's also weird because some of it is isekai and some of it isn't.
I don't even, because it's a virtual world, okay,
but
cool.
people's souls still get trapped. But for most people, it's still it's World of Warcraft for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Until you get trapped into the overarching lore of the everything.
Listen, there will never be a better character in any game than Piro the Third, who is just over the top.
Piro's. It's even great when you're playing the like you have English voices on, and whoever they had voice act for Pyro, they said, okay, I want you to have the nerdiest fucking voice ever, but
Ha! I'm
go
like,
but go over the top, like Brian Blessed with it.
I need you to believe the things you're saying, okay?
Yes.
And
You're a dweeb, but you're a dweeb who thinks you're Superman.
so go nuts.
Go insane. Be the dweeb and chew the fucking scenery, and it is fantastic.
It is one of my favorite characters, and I'm just like, I need more games with this character. I'm hoping he's in the next game. There had better be a Pyro in the next game. If there isn't, I will riot.
Yeah, he's got to be in the game.
He was in the first game. I went, this guy's out of control. I need him in my party.
Yes.
Second game, go, you're back. You're in my party. I don't care if I'm using a broadsword currently and I can do everything you can do. I need you here.
I need
for
you
all
now.
the one-liners.
Yes.
So I'm hoping, because the Dot Hack live stream will happen in August, the end or middle of August, and I'm really happy to go and see that. Let's move on to things I'm upset about.
I was gonna say, before we do that, let's do Trails.
Another thing I'm happy about.
So Trails is going hard on features for the PC port. They're doing a PC port right.
I hope so. Now, Trails from Zero is, of course, the original PSP game. If you did not get a chance to play it, you're going to now. When does this come out? August, July?
September, I believe.
September. Okay, so it's coming out soon.
It's soon, because they're trying to build up to it's September 27th, so pretty much October.
They're trying to build up to Tales of Azure, which comes out after that one.
And the problem with Trails to Azure is that it's a crossbell arc game, but it includes the Erabonia games. And from my understanding, a lot of the crossbell games happen at the same time as the Erabonia games, and there's overlap, and they keep referencing crossbell and Trails of Cold Steel, which I'm playing, and it's pissed me off because I'm like, okay, I know this is happening in crossbell, but I haven't played these goddamn games yet. Stop referring to things like I should already know what's happening, game.
You can go through the world glossary and read these things up, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but it's not the same as playing the goddamn game.
I know. You know,
I've been doing a lot of part of the reason it's taking me so long to beat Cold Steel 2 is I'm doing a lot of wiki crawling. Because
you're gonna go crazy during Cold Steel 3 because there's a visual novel that they keep referencing constantly.
I'm gonna light things on fire probably. No, I'm not.
Now we know what happened last week. All right. So I'm excited.
I'm on fucking camera. I wasn't doing shit.
I know. So I'm excited for this because honestly, I just want to play Trails games. Trails games. I love Trails games, but we only got one, which was Trails to the Sky, forever ago. And then we didn't get another one until Trails of Cold Steel, which came out on PS3, but no one knew about it because it came out on PS3, PS Vita, and no one knew about it because it had nearly zero talk on it until the PS4 came out, and all of a sudden I was getting all these talks about Trails from Cold Steel, and I went, "What is this? What is this?" And of course, I had to buy it as soon as I found out about it. For my PS4, because they were like, "Hey, we're gonna re-release it on PS4." I went, "Cool, I'll buy it." I got 1 and 2 and went, "Where's 3? Where's 3?" Actually, I thought I was done with 1 and 2. I'm like, "Good, I'm done. That was a good game. I enjoyed myself." Actually, 1 made me claw out my eyes. Like, why? I need the ending.
Yeah, how like even though I knew it was fucking coming, I almost threw my desktop across my small apartment.
My problem is I got it during COVID, so I had nothing but time. So I got it and I played the first one out, and I'm probably like halfway through the game. I'm really enjoying this game. I should probably get the second game so I can see what happens. And then I finish, and then I'm like, where's my next game? Where is it? It's 3 days away. I can't wait that long. I need to know now. That son of a
And
bitch.
as soon as you finished playing 1 and 2, it's like you were like, James, you need to fucking play this. Shep, you need to fucking play this now.
Play this right now. You should play this game. It is anime tropes to JRPG.
And I was like, maybe not. It's on the list.
It's on the
I
list.
believe you. It's on the list. And then I finally had time to fucking play games, and now it's consumed my life.
I told you would really enjoy this game, and you have. I'm still working on the videos for that because that is taking forever and a day to finish. Because I'm realizing I have just hours upon hours and upon hours of gameplay. I'm like, I don't need all this gameplay for most of the walkthrough.
You don't.
I don't need 40 plus hours of a video. And I'm like, this is taking forever. I should have done a better job of this.
No, you could what you could use it is, instead of like just being a walkthrough, it's like a let's play with a walkthrough.
No, because there are points where I turn around 4 times and I forgot something.
no, hear me out. Well, cut it down into like 1 hour segments.
Okay.
And release one every day.
Nah, I'm gonna probably just do
because the algorithms like consistency.
I'm gonna probably whittle everything down to like my 10-minute walkthroughs. My problem is the very beginning of the game, because I'm like, what do I talk about here? Like, hey, skip most of this, run past these guys. There's no reason for this crap. Boss battle, screw everything else. Lots of talking. Like, okay, you're gonna have lots of talking here. Come back to me when you're done.
That's the one thing that sucks about Trails of Cold Steel is you will get trapped in a 30-minute you will get trapped into 30-minute cinematic hell.
30. the prologue is like 45 minutes, and I'm just like, is it time to boss? Is it time to dungeon crawl yet? No. Fuck.
No.
No. Fuck. Like,
are you including all the freaking Persona stuff that you have to do before you dungeon crawl?
Yes.
And that, because I was just like, no, you're not even putting an input. There's 30 minutes of just hitting the A button or the X button.
Yeah. This game shows its age because there is no auto.
There's no auto. It's the PC port of Trails from Zero is probably not going to have auto. But they are doing stuff where it's going to support ultra wide aspect ratios and 4:3. The UI is going to scale. Hopefully, it scales a little bit better than the Trails of Cold Steel UI. Because there are times if you go above 1080p on Trails of Cold Steel, it'll break the kerning on the font.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Because I've tried playing it in 4K.
It's like, no.
And it's pretty, but it's like some of the menus do break.
What part of this is a PS Vita game that you don't understand?
Pretty much.
It's a PS Vita game. Calm your tits. Bring that graphics down. So this comes out in September, hopefully on time. I'm gonna hopefully play it without any issues.
I'm
between
excited.
This and the Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I'm gonna have a very interesting couple of months.
Oh, also, if you didn't know, Trails from Zero and Trails from the Sky, you play as a cop.
Yep.
Except you're a cop doing, to borrow a Ruby term, you're a cop doing hunter things.
I'm concerned that they're going to go and change the name from the special something.
The triple S's.
Yeah, the triple S police force.
Yeah.
To something else. I'm like, oh, don't do that.
Because you forget that one S, you're in fucking trouble.
Listen, I remember when Japanese games had a ranking system, it was like E, D, C, B, A, S, 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 S. That's what the SSS is for. It's like we are the creme de la creme, the top of the top. Except
you find out it, like, at least from what I'm finding in wikis, is is this is just a brand new unit because our police force is corrupt.
Yep.
This is a rebuilt trust. Everyone in this unit is a rookie.
No one here knows anything. Actually, no.
No one knows what they're doing yet.
I'm pretty sure that the captain does. The guy in charge of everyone does. That's the only
Everyone else doesn't.
non-rookie. Everyone else is like, whoop. Which is why you spend a lot of time working with bracers.
Yeah, you're doing a bracer's job, but you work for the cops.
Yep, and you will very often work with bracers, which happens.
That's kind of a unique, how do I put it, like juxtaposition between Trails from Zero and Trails from the Sky to the Crossbow games to the Erebonia games.
I mean, Trails from the Sky is a different thing. Trails from Zero, Trails from Azure.
Oh, Trails from Azure, excuse me. Yeah. Trails from the Sky is you're playing as bracers.
Yeah,
you're playing as bracers. Trails from Zero and Trails from Azure, you're which is also coming out.
You're a cop.
You're a cop doing bracer stuff. Trails of Cold Steel, you're a military cadet, or later a teacher at a military school, but you're doing bracer stuff.
Yeah, well,
because Erebonia got rid of their bracers.
It's like, we kind of need this. Why do we remove the ones that we had here?
Politics, Civil War.
Reasons. Mostly, fuck those guys.
They're getting in the way of my power grab. My plan to become God.
That's game 4.
I know what's coming. They're already hinting at it. They're already hinting at it. They've been hinting at this since 1.
Well, you finish 2. You're like, that was a good game. I'm done. And then you go, Trails from Cold Steel 3. Fuck. What do you mean 3? I started Civil War. I'm done.
I'm also kind of excited to play Zero and Azure because the last mission of 2, I know it's coming. The last mission of 2 is you actually play as the main character from Zero and Azure.
Yep.
Against the main character of Trails of Cold Steel.
And he has all the power you gave him.
Yeah, he's leveled up and then some. So prepare to get wrecked.
I was in there. I'm like, I wonder if this is my build. He hits me once. I lose all my actions. Go, that's my build. That is my build. Fuck. Like, that is my build. Fuck. All right. Good to know. My go fuck yourself Reen is right there. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna suck.
I'm like, okay, I can move in 4 turns, maybe.
Oh, and he has the mech too. This is bullshit.
He doesn't use it during that, so you're fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you finally beat him, and what I was trying to protect is destroyed anyway because mech bullshit. That's great.
You know what? Okay, next up, annoyance.
Why'd you release an incomplete game?
I'm gonna give them some slack because KOTOR 2 was already a buggy game.
Well, yeah, KOTOR 2 was released broken.
Okay. It was a released broken game. They were planning on sending us the mod anyway eventually, so I'm sure they will fix this when they send us the mod. My problem is I can't finish the game now, and with this realization, I'm like, fuck. Like, I had just finished Duxon and I was on Korriban when this came out. I went, fuck. Because I made sure I grabbed all of my characters. The very first thing I do is I go to crap. What's the dirty place full of all the gangsters?
Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah. I go there first. Make sure I grab my bounty hunter and my evil droid. It's 2 down. Done.
Yeah.
And by then I probably have enough points to evolve my Jedi or
and do whatever. Yeah,
whatever.
Do whatever. And start training people if you become a master or a Sith Lord.
I think you can just train people. I'm not sure though. I have to double check the wiki on that.
I think that part of the reason why the Master and the Sith Lord aren't as powerful is it allows you to train.
Okay. All I remember is that I finally got enough influence with Bail-Dur to go, you're a Jedi. Get the hell out of my party. Bail-Dur suffers from lack of defense, but he's the strength build, which just drives me up the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't wear heavy armor. You can't wear medium armor. You're stuck at light armor. You have 0 dex.
No.
Who made this character?
Well, I think you're supposed to, when you get feats, spend feats to give them heavy armor.
You can't.
Or medium armor, at least.
You can't. He is. There is no ability to change that to medium or heavy. His thing only has light armor only.
Oh crap! Maybe I just got like powered light armor or something.
Maybe, but
I was always able to like have him be useful for when I needed him, when I couldn't have a droid, but I needed a droid.
But that's a thing. I don't know. The dogs are barking outside.
Okay.
So, but
Anyways,
I might have to go and see what the hell's going on.
now you're having issues.
Yeah, now I'm having issues. It's probably fun. Anyway, the I don't hear anything else, so it's probably fine.
Okay.
But the biggest problem is if you on your second time in Duxton, you're supposed to take a Basilisk droid down to Onderon and
An orbital
either
drop into Onderon.
and either stop the rebellion or help the rebellion.
Have you ever actually helped the rebellion?
No, I've always been good with my drop because I hate the. First of all, military guy tried to kill me. F him.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'm like, listen, you shot at me. I don't care.
Like the Jedi path is to restore the proper government and help the Jedi. The Sith path is fuck the people who tried to kill you. Teach them a lesson.
Pretty much, and both of them say this guy does not get power.
Yeah.
Tough. That's all there was to it. So that happened, and I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. Done with you. I am done with you. That dog is still barking like crazy. So that's a thing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why the dog is barking in rhythm. Woof. 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 Okay, he's done.
Okay.
All right. So this is annoying. I'm hoping that they fix this soon. It's really weird because Switch does not allow for a lot of updates on their games.
Usually not.
You will get like a update every couple of like 4 or 5 months, maybe.
Nintendo is very old school.
They want you to have a complete game at release and statement. That being said, Fall Guys, I believe, is coming out on Nintendo soon. So I can play that now on 3, 4 systems. I'm not sure what.
Oh, it only affects a small number of KOTOR 2 players.
I hope it doesn't affect me because I'm done with Korriban, which means I need to do Dantooine, and then Onderon happens, and then
Onderon happens,
and then I have some more Dantooine stuff, and then
the Jedi betray you.
The Jedi betray me, and then I've got Terrace. All right, what's next?
FF7.
Which one?
First off, the remake is a 3-game series.
Ooh,
we fucking already knew this, but
no, we didn't. They were originally saying it was gonna be like a 10-game series, and my overall thought was, you're fucking Kai. Because you took the first 2 hours of the game, made it into a 27-hour game, and I went, what is wrong with you?
They gotta milk their cash cow forever.
They could milk it normal ways, giving us merch, IDs, special character skins in different other games.
that they've already been doing that.
Yes, and I bought most of them. My Final Fantasy VII character looks like Tidus. I've also got the Squall, the Advent Children Cloud outfit,
Nice.
complete with the sword from my Dark Knight on Final Fantasy 14.
Nice.
I'm like Tidus, what should you be? A ninja. Why? I don't know. I couldn't figure out what else to use with you because nothing else uses one sword besides a gladiator. And frankly, I'm not giving you a shield. Also, lightning looks better with that. So yeah, I need another sword character. What the fuck's up with this damn dog? Anyway, so the new game's coming out. Maybe there was a Final Fantasy VII stream earlier this month, and I didn't really pay attention to it. I just watched Twitter to see what other people were talking about, and everyone was screaming their pants over this. And my overall response was, "Oh, good, yay." How far are we at least going to get to the Golden Saucer? Because like you stopped me as we were leaving Midgard, and I'm like, okay, so now we're gonna have the flashback storyline. And I don't think everyone understands this. I'm gonna say this. This is my hot take about Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII is Tifa's story. And you know what?
You mean like how Ferris Bueller's Day Off is Cameron's story?
No. I mean everything about Final Fantasy VII revolves around Tifa. Everything, every single thing. It's all taken place in the perspective of Cloud, but it's all Tifa's story. Think about it. Tifa's the one who is in the flashback. She's the one who's not telling Cloud about. She doesn't remember him during the flashback scenes. She's the one hiding everything from him because he might be a Sephiroth clone. She's the one who asked Cloud to join Avalanche. She's the one who asked him to do the second reactor job. She's the one who went to Don Corneo's thing by herself to get information. She's the one who holds the team together when Cloud goes crazy.
So you're saying that it's all Tifa's quest, but it's from Cloud's perspective.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you are essentially the sidekick throughout the entire game without knowing it. It's like if
you see, that's why Ferris Bueller's Day Off is.
It's not about Cameron. It's not about Cameron.
It is about Cameron. He refuses. He literally refuses the call and then accepts it anyway.
That is just denying the call and accepting it.
It's Cameron's quest to overcome his issues with his father.
It is Ferris Bueller's quest to get Cameron to go out and see that the world can have good things.
Ferris Bueller is the plot device.
Ferris Bueller is the main protagonist, and he fails at the end, and he goes, well, it'll all work out in the end.
Because he doesn't need to do anything anymore, because Cameron's already had his internal... He doesn't need to do anything more, because Cameron's already made his internal... Like, he has grown that he can deal with things now.
Yeah, because Ferris Bueller was the one who made it happen. He was trying to make it happen.
Him. Yes, Ferris Bueller made it happen because he's the plot device.
He was trying to make it happen. He couldn't make it happen. The Cameron had to do that on his own, and Ferris couldn't understand that.
Maybe it's both of their stories.
Maybe. Moving on.
Maybe they're both having their quest. Ferris is trying to do.
The point is this: the next Final Fantasy game coming out.
His own quest.
The point is the next Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, remake, whatever the fuck game's coming out. I don't care. I'm not playing it anyway. I didn't finish the first one. I got through the first 25 minutes, and I went, "Why are you showing me Sephiroth now? I'm done."
Because everyone already knows.
I don't care if everyone already knows. The point is for me to enjoy the build-up in a new way instead of, oh yeah, no, this reactor was blown up by the Shinra company. I go, what? Okay, sure, that's a twist. I'll accept it, I guess. And then it was, oh yeah, no, you're having PTSD this whole time. No. The whole point was that you were normal and no one noticed until it was too late. You didn't start getting weird till you started seeing Sephiroth's ghost around in places when you went into your old hometown. Anyway, moving on. Next Final Fantasy game I can bitch about.
Crisis Core reunions being announced.
This one I'm not as angry about.
Okay.
I'm a little angry, but not as angry because they should have done this game first. They should have, because this is an old PSP game, and it was, for its time, really pretty for a PSP game. It was a lot of fun. It was difficult. It was an action RPG done well in a Final Fantasy VII world. You were playing as Zack, and this is, of course, the prequel story before as to how Cloud got to Midgard.
Right.
And everything that happened there. And I loved the game, and I was very happy to see this remake. What I'm a little pissed off about is the fact that they're going to change shit again because they're sons of bitches. They don't know really well enough alone. Leave it the fuck alone.
Somebody's mad.
I just want them to stop touching things. They don't need. Listen, make it pretty. Cool. Just give me the same game again. I'll play it. Most people didn't play the PSP game. Most people didn't have a PSP.
They didn't. And if they did, this thing was so goddamn fragile.
Yeah. And once you lost it, that was it.
Yeah. I would have loved to have been able to play this. Unfortunately, I had it in the fucking package. I was getting ready to play, and my fucking cousin threw my PSP down the stairs.
That was the end of that. That thing was surprisingly fragile for a mobile device.
I'm still salty about it.
See, I eventually lost this game, but I had already beaten it. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, I'm gonna do New Game Plus, and then I couldn't figure out where the hell I put the damn little CD disc
UMD,
thing. I was like, where the hell did this thing go?
The UMDs were fucking retarded.
They were very easy to lose.
And they scratched easily. They were stupid. They should have gone with a cartridge.
Something. Anyway. So, not as angry about that. But the next one I'm really pissed off about.
Oh, Ever Crisis?
Hi. Remember how you wanted Final Fantasy VII with new graphics and like prettier fight scenes and everything was completely the way it was supposed to be? We gave you that. But we made you a mobile game instead. I have never been more. I'm like, this is Final Fantasy VI all over again. All over again. I just wanted the original Final Fantasy VII game with the original story with better graphics. And you can do the better graphics. I've seen them. They're in the shitty remake. And you gave me a mobile game version. I went, what did you do? Why did you do it? Why? Have you learned nothing from Blizzard?
At some point, I need to get you to talk to my buddy, Commodore Shinra, and you need to have a debate over the remake.
The remake is terrible. Why would you destroy established canon? For what reason?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Fuck this shit. Oh. Anyway. There's going to be some kind of gacha system here. I'm assuming for moves, limit breaks, materia, equipment. I assume those things. Which is only going to make the game harder and more annoying.
Yeah.
And God help me if I need that to get characters too, because I will just throw with the fucking phone against the wall. Like, nope, fuck this. I'm done. No. Would you like Vincent? If you want Vincent, we have a $20 deal, right? No, fuck you.
No, fuck you. Include everybody who was in the original game. If you then want to include characters who weren't in the original game to be added to the party, maybe you can do gotcha shit.
Give me some characters from what the fuck was that? Cerberus Dirge? Whatever the heck the Vincent exclusive PS2 game was.
Whatever that was. Maybe
Maybe
characters from the PSP game.
Maybe characters from Advent Children.
Yeah.
Fine.
Maybe characters from other Final Fantasy games.
Sure. Give me Lloyd. I don't care.
Like maybe put in Lightning.
Oh God.
That's one way to make money. Put Oh, you don't have enough cloud in your life. Here's waifu cloud.
Final Fantasy 13 is such a terrible game. And I don't know why it had 2 spin-offs. And
The spin-offs are good though.
The spin-offs are great. My problem is the original game is terrible. And
I liked the original game, and then I went back to play it, and it was fucking stupid. I was having the same issue I had my first time I played it. I just ended up going so under level. It's like, okay, it's just this dungeon is boring. I'm just gonna skip past it. Oh, I'm under level and I can't beat Sid. How did I know this was gonna happen?
Yep. Welcome to every problem I have with Final Fantasy 13 is I don't have enough levels. My other problem with Final Fantasy 13 is this game is just auto battle the game. Auto battle. Occasionally I'll have to go and ask my character to go and heal. That's it.
They even have like a mode where like you set everyone to auto battle and you can just go walk away.
I'm pretty sure that was 12. Was that in 13 too?
That was in 13.
Oh god. So
you could have that like, and like there are JRPGs that have it, but it's optional. Like and you won't necessarily like the results. Like they have that.
On Cyber Sleuth has that. I'm pretty sure there's auto battle in Trails of Cold Steel.
Yakuza has it. Yakuza Like a Dragon, or aka Yakuza 7 has it.
Yep. So I think that's all we have. Everything.
That's it, and we ended on time. It looks like
more or less. We got a little tangent-y about things.
It happens.
It happens. I am almost done with this video content, but first I'm going to deal with the photo photography content for the site. There will be a free every day he does that. Every goddamn day. Hi, Ty.
What's funny was I was trying to exit so I could pull up my email without doxing myself.
You could just say, okay, remove my screen. I can just click that off. I have full control. Anyway.
Anyways, I've got the some of us have panels next month.
I don't know if I have panels. I don't know if I have panels.
You don't still?
I still don't know. No,
you still don't know?
We are dangerously close. And I'm like, I have gotten 2 rejection letters out of 9 panels. I go, that's not good.
Oh.
And it's funny because they said all rejections have been sent. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Are you going to put me on the wait list? Are you going to give me panels? What am I doing here?
What are you doing here?
I would like to know what I'm doing. That's just the way it is.
But I have 2 panels next month, but not at Otakon.
It's gonna be weird me being in your hometown con.
And me not there.
You'll be enjoying Texas, and I'm like, man, I should have went to Texas. I wonder if it's too late to get banned from the con. I'm referencing something. Maybe the board of directors will vote me out.
Oh Lord.
Referencing something that if you know, you know.
You know.
And if you don't, that's fine.
Oh boy.
It reminds me of you know what I find very funny is this happens fairly often at cons, is that there's just a full-on implosion because someone doesn't like someone else, and then it just goes straight to shit.
Yeah.
What's even funnier is when there isn't like a board and it's owned by one guy and everyone goes, we're voting you out, and he goes, it's my con.
It's my con.
You're fired. Like we've taken a vote. We've decided to vote you out. He goes, I own it. You're fired.
Fired.
Like, what? You can't fire me. We voted you out. That's not how this works.
I own the COD.
I own this. Goodbye. I've seen that happen a few times, and I laughed my head off. Laughed my head off. Let me tell you. Anyway, so you're off to Anime Matsuri. How many panels you doing?
Dose.
That's not bad.
One on Friday, one on Sunday, both during prime time, which is first one on Friday is that's not actually, no, it is prime time. First one's at 6:30 on Friday. And that's Kogias, Death in the American Revolution. The second one is on Saturday. And does this overlap again? No, it's 90 minutes later. It's 7:30. And it's military anime. Or I didn't know Blade Propaganda could be this cute.
Okay, cool. I hope you have a good time. I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss everyone.
You're gonna miss
everyone.
I'm also upset. I'm gonna miss everyone, but you scheduled.
I'm very confused as to why Otakon and Anime Matsuri are happening at the same time. And I'm like,
yeah.
I really want to go. I might end up at Dragon Con.
Oh.
A friend of mine had a dropout in his room, and I'm like, I might be able to get to that. Surprisingly, the flights to and from Atlanta from Newark are cheap.
Well, probably because Atlanta's a hub, and Newark
is a hub. It's like from hub to hub, I can do this. So yeah,
it's not like flying into Dallas. I'm not flying into Houston. I'm going to Dallas because I'm having a grand Texas adventure.
You're just gonna drive cross country for a little while.
I'm going to Dallas to. This was like I wasn't going to do Matsuri until I found out about this concert in Dallas that week, and it's Scandal.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the group that did the openings for FMA Brotherhood and one of the Bleach openings did a lot of the music in K-On!
See, I am doing Otakon because I'm staff and I have to be there. So I'm there. I'm stuck there.
You're there.
I'm officially with press now, unless all of a sudden Treasury suddenly needs me again. Because everyone is short-staffed. Everyone is short-staffed. And no one can figure out why. And I go, because you guys are idiots.
Like, I know exactly why, but we can't exactly state that.
I can say it out loud for everyone to understand. There were 2 years of lockdowns where no one did anything for a while. Now that lockdowns are over with and people are feeling more free, now you have economic issues.
Yeah.
So most people, I found out, they don't need to go to cons to have fun or whatever, or they've gotten too old to deal with the hustle and bustle. They don't want to deal with it. If you let people sit and relax and realize, oh dear God, I've been killing myself, they'll stop doing it. Yeah. I personally need the hustle and bustle because otherwise I'm bored out of my damn mind. I go crazy.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going a little bit nuts I'm going a little bit nuts right now because I'm busy with classwork, but I'm not seeing people because my classwork's online at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You start going a little stir crazy, a little cabin fever, not seeing anyone ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna one thing that's annoying is I'm going to coffee shops just to get out of my house, but so I can do homework. Mm-hmm. No one goes to coffee shops anymore, apparently.
Nope. There's no one there.
They all decided not to, like, I don't need this anymore, which is probably a good decision, but it's like, I need people. Like, I'm finding out that I'm a lot more extroverted than I thought.
Introverts are becoming extroverts. Extroverts are becoming introverts. It's very interesting to watch.
It's weird as shit because I'm naturally an introvert, but it's like you see me at cons. At cons, I still Irish goodbye on Sunday because I'm just done with people.
At cons, right before a panel, you'll watch me put on my headphones and just blank out the world for 20 minutes because I need that time to recenter.
Yeah, recenter and find yourself, and get ready to go.
Yeah, because if I don't, I'm a jumbled mess for a little while. because there's too much stimulation.
Yeah.
Too much stuff. Too many things. Can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm pretty sure Dragon Con is like the week before. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is like the week before ColossalCon East.
Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend.
Yes, and it starts on Thursday. So I'd fly in Wednesday and come back Sunday and then have to do another con on Thursday. Actually, I'm not sure if I can do this or not. Like I've been invited and I go, I would love to go, but I don't think I have the money to. And because of other reasons now, because F the state government, F the state government, F the federal government, F every government, county you too. Local municipality, go F yourself. Become ungovernable. Am I being detained? Anyway,
I've got in trouble once or twice. Doing theoreticals, and eventually it's like I'll get handed doing theoreticals in class. I'll get handed a role. It's like, oh, this guy's clearly a it's not supposed to be, but it's on that line of being the parties being a sovereign citizen. At some point, I'm just, am I being detained?
I do not consent to this contract.
I do not consent to the authority of this court.
You know what? Why I laugh at sovereign citizens? Because they are just woke people. They've just woken up.
Oh, the funniest thing. I forget what case it was, but it was like 50 people all trying to sue someone, but all the 50 people were sovereign citizens, and so like they were all pro se litigants. It was like they were all pro se, but they were doing it together at the same. And they all filed briefs they didn't need to, that all said like, in this circumstance right here and only this circumstance, I submit to the authority of the court. But I reserve the right to not consent anymore because I am a sovereign entity as a sovereign citizen. The judge and defense attorney are just losing their goddamn minds.
Anyway, this has been the Geek-Posium. Lots of video game news happened over the week, and outside of Ezra Miller pissing me off and Final Fantasy 7 pissing me off, and KOTOR pissing me off. God damn!
It hasn't been a good week for video games.
It hasn't been a good week for me for video games. How about that? Oh, that's okay though, because again, I'm gonna go finish up what I'm doing here and play Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I can't decide whether I want to continue This game is everywhere. There was a point where I took a potion and I became Odin for a little bit, and I go, okay. And it's like, what? you can leave and go back to your original game. Okay. You can go back to becoming Odin later. I go, what is this? What is this? Oh, there's this girl from an island who, can change. I go, okay, let's not do that now. That sounds like, this all looks like expansion content to me. And I'm just
Assassin's Creed jumped the shark after 3.
I liked 4.
4
Unity,
was
not so much.
4 was fun, but it jumped the shark. As soon as you stop dealing with like Desmond's plot, and it stopped being hard, like, even though the gods are always existed in.
No, because in
alien god things always existed.
It
was supposed to be hard. It was supposed to be hard history.
Well, in
and
4,
hard, like
there was no god thing. It was just you're kind of a spy by accident.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's cool, because I know these guys are assholes because I played the other games.
Yeah.
And so you play through that, you go, okay, this is cool. And now Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. I have no clue what this woman's deal is at all.
Like, I'm just frustrated because like it's supposed to be hard history and hard sci-fi, and it's lost it.
Now it's, there are gods, but they might be aliens, and you're somehow involved. I'm gonna go, this is
Like,
weird.
you always had the gods that might be aliens, but they had a hard sci-fi backing to it.
Yes. Now you don't get that backing. And okay, let me think. I don't know. I played through Odyssey and Origins. I played through Origins and Odyssey. I don't know what happened at the end of Origins to the main character girl who's going through the whole memory thing. Not an effing clue. Could not remember it for the life of me. At the end of Origins, I played through Odyssey, and all I know is that at the end of Odyssey, you get like the staff with the 2 snakes on it thing.
Yeah,
From staff of whatever.
it's not a caduceus, but people confuse it with a caduceus.
Yeah, well, you get that, and for some reason you go crazy and kill everyone. I don't know why. And now the next game's out. You still have the staff, and you're kind of going through Valhalla for some fucking reason. I go, I don't know why we're doing this now. First of all, I thought you were dead. You look like you're dying. Secondly, and here's the thing. Are we with the people with the Animus? Are we against the people with the Animus?
Are we for the Abstergo / Templars? Are we against them?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. And I'm playing through this game like, okay, now I'm some Viking for some reason who has dreams of being Odin, but also has Odin talking to him whenever he assassinates people. And like occasionally you'll have decisions. Odin will be like, you should do this because you're a badass. And I go, I am a badass, but the king might get pissed off and I need him to like me. I'm like, I could, in fact, gut this motherfucker right now, but
you know what it is? The new main character has schizophrenia, and her ancestors had schizophrenia, and it's multi-level schizophrenia.
So you're telling me she's a Democrat? People on the left typically have mental disorders, according to Google. Go ahead, pass your red flag laws. Let's do it.
The problem is the people in charge of who will be in charge of them are the ones who need to be.
Don't worry, I've got a voice changer. I can sound like a woman.
So it was you who swatted me.
You were late. Anyway, this has been the Geek-Posium. Now that we're done making fun of Tim Pool, I don't know what's going to happen in the next week or so. I'm hoping more video game news will come out. We are dangerously close to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which has confirmed it will have an expansion pass, which you're upset about, but I'm fine with because I played the expansion pass for 2, and it's a completely different game.
Okay. As long as you have a complete game without it, I'm okay.
It's a complete game. It's a short game. It's like, I guess 12, 15 hours if you just rush through. But
I mean, I paid $10 for 5 hours of content. It's fine.
Yeah, so like
movie's $15 and it's 2 hours.
Yeah, like
and if it's longer than 2 hours, go fuck yourself. Your movie's too goddamn long. I'm looking at you, Snyder Cut. I ain't got 4 hours to deal with your shit. Me
and you will argue over the director's cut version of Lord of the Rings every day, aren't we?
That's fine. That's Lord of the Rings.
Anyway,
Lord of the Rings, you expect to be 10 hours long.
Anyway, that's coming out, and we will hopefully have more information on that in the next week or so. All we have right now is it's been confirmed. Cool. What are we getting? Blank. So with that, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.